Internet. How's it going? Um, Today is one of those days where I haven't left the project in a perfect state for myself. Like it wasn't crashing yesterday when at the end of the stream, but there, I already know that it's not like everything I put in yesterday isn't necessarily working. So um, I'm not going to start the script immediately because actually some of the first things I have to do involve starting the script. So I'll switch over to screen cam because um, we have this all we have this all open and everything. Um, Yesterday we were generating data of participation in events that had previously been posted to the to Trusty Bard's Twitter account, which sounds funny to say. I'll have to get used to saying that eventually. Um, so now we have participation. We only have one. I thought we had two. I might have just kept deleting them because I kept changing the data format. Um, what is this? Oh, the value. Okay. So hypothetically, when I run this script, what I would have expected to happen was hey Zero, how's it going? Welcome. Yeah, my pleasure. Um, uh, so hypothetically, what could happen when I run the script is that it could read in data that got uh, like Twitter data. I'm pretty sure it was this one that we replied to. Yeah, right. Okay, so we have this tweet in form obtain. So the interesting thing about this one is that if we look at the participation data for this event, this account uh, this account here uh, participated during the event, but did not actually make the participation data because the tweet was not processed before the script processed the end of the event. Um, Subsequently, there's another tweet which came in. Not only was it not processed during the event, but that it was not processed during the event because uh, um, this actually came after the event. But again, it's unaccounted for. So hypothetically, it should get processed. This one Twitter handle that did get processed is Creative, uh, who replied, I think, to this one, yeah, with actions during the event. These two tweets here represent the same event. So I also, reading back over the log of tweets, I realized how many typos I make, which is, hey, AC Shadow Brothers, how's it going? Welcome. Uh, yeah, I wish T. Kinter had spell check, but or like grammar checking. I don't know. Maybe I should be writing these in like something that has like spell and grammar checking and then pasting them. I don't know. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna. Well, no. So I was running the script yesterday, and what was happening is that it just wasn't processing any of this. The crazy thing though is that it wasn't even making it past this first step. It's as if the reply to status was not in participation dictionary.keys, but that's crazy because we were looking at the oh yeah, so actually, so when we print stuff regarding the tweet, one of the things we're going to print out is the uh, the reply to status ID. So let's the screen name, the text. Let's put this right after the text. So add in an extra space character, which I don't really have to do because if Dog then showed us how to concatenate things without having to call them a string all the time and print them all out sequentially. But whatever, I'll just do it one last time. All right, so yeah, so what we were seeing yesterday is that we were in fact getting this print but we weren't getting any of these subsequent prints. So it's like, what? All right. So I'll save this, and then I will run the script, and let's see. Let's just see what happens. I mean, I can kind of, I haven't really changed anything, so it should be the same thing that happened yesterday. Or it just won't do anything. Why is this just not doing anything? What? Alright, there it goes. Apparently it's just taking a little time to run the first time through, for whatever reason. Alright, so yeah, it just processed a lot of data really fast. So I'm just going to copy the log into a text file so that I can look at it without it like spamming through. Yeah, okay, so so the crazy thing here is that it should be reprocessing like basically all of these things, because if we look at, so this number that we're printing out here, wait a second, is that correct? These numbers, let's oh yeah, so no, actually it wouldn't be it wouldn't necessarily reprocess all of these because I was deleting a lot of the participation data. But the one event for which we do have participation data is this one here, the one where in the indexes end in 7712 or 5441. So if we look down here towards the bottom, this one ends in 7712 and this one ends in 5441. But we don't get any of the subsequent prints pertaining to like, printing research or, printing participation action or anything like that, which is weird. Further weird is that the check that we're running here is if, oh no, I know exactly what's happening. It's one of my least favorite mistakes. I have a few least favorite things about Twitter, and this is one of my least favorite things. Wow, that's great, because we also hit one of my other least favorite things. No, when I'm reading the data in, I'm reading it in as as text instead of a long. I need to read it in as a long. So, where is it? When we load in, wait, no, that's the Comma Dictionary. Where am I looking? Yeah, when we're reading in the tweet IDs, no, we are reading it in as a long. So are we not supposed to be reading it in as a long? What format are we supposed to be reading it in as? Because like the fact that it works while the script is running and then it, sorry, my other computer just like went into sleep mode for a second. I don't know what that's about. I'm just gonna fix that real quick. All right, so I guess we are treating it as long, and we're not supposed to be treating it as long. So what format is it naturally, I wonder? It looks like a long, like this old chunk right here, that looks like a long. I'll ask Twitter. Like, I'll just ask Twitter, hey Twitter, what 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 is this data? Or maybe I should check or no, the Python Twitter docs aren't quite as robust here. Yeah, they just tell us that it has the ID. It doesn't tell us like what that ID is. So hopefully Twitter docs will. So status. I guess I could search specifically for status ID. No, don't give me that junk. What do you? No, obviously not. What was it? It was like get status update. Yeah, no, that's post status update. It's like get status. These are so poorly organized. Get statuses show ID. I don't know what that means, but it has the word ID in it, so maybe it'll tell me what an ID is. It just says a numerical ID. So that's kind of annoying. I could, because they look like longs, I could just make them all longs. I could just make them longs forever. They look like they should be longs, in my humble opinion. And so I can just like, whenever I read the tweet ID, I can just convert them to long, I guess. Just up front, because I don't know what they're coming in as. So I wonder if there's a way to check. Uh, um, Python check data type. Yeah, here we go. Oh, that's not. That's the dumbest. Is this really how you're supposed to do it? Wait, wait, hold on. Uh, technically, well, hey, how's it going? Welcome. Uh, yeah. New file. Print. Type. Uh, 0 or 1. Said one thing, types another. All right. Type. What is that? Type int. All right, fine. So then, all right. So when we get it, I'm going to bring down the script for a second. Sorry, just 1 second. So whatever. Print type. Tweet ID. What on earth are we working with here? No, ID close parenthesis. Jerk. So what the heck type is this? Should be in here somewhere. What? Oh, right. Oh yeah, I forgot. Sorry. This line here only activates when we run whatever. All right. So hold on. Where's our other script about Twitter Basic or whatever? Twitter Basic. Yeah. Wait, what? What is search? Yeah, that's fine. I don't care. So instead of printing all that other garbage, blah, 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 whatever, print type. No, not S type. Print the type of tweet ID. All right, go. Long. It's... Seriously? Seriously? Because that's dumb. That's turbo dumb. Because I am reading them in as longs. So where are they not long? I'll just, alright. That had to be the answer. How is that not the answer? Am I malforming the data in some other way? Like, I don't see how that could be happening. But like, it works when the data is... Oh, does it work when the data is live? Actually, no. You know what? Now that I think about it, maybe it is something else because thinking back, oh, sorry. Oh, sorry, Zero. I hadn't looked at your link earlier, but I did catch it yesterday. So it looks, uh, your girlfriend's fortunate to have such an artist. Oh, all right. Sorry. The yeah, yesterday. Was it failing yesterday to read in the data as well? I guess. All right. So if it's that check that's failing, I'll Is there a way to like diff two variables in Python? Uh, diff two variables because that'd be convenient. Because I don't know what's wrong. But I don't know why this no, no. I don't know what that is about. Yeah, I don't know why these variables are not recognized as equivalent to each other. And I'd honestly prefer they just tell me than having to try and guess incessantly for who knows how long. So that would be really convenient. um, Apply to status ID in participation dictionary keys. So let's also, whatever, for now I'm just going to print ptcp dict.keys. Oh, is it because, like, the dictionary... No, I don't know. I'm just going to see what this is. If I rerun the script too fast, I'll have to be cautious about accidentally hitting Twitter's data limit, because you're only allowed to make so many calls per 15 minutes. Alright. So yeah, so... Right, we see quite literally, like, this... Like, these are the two comparative prints, and, like, if these statements are not equivalent, like, it's like... At that point, it's like... I don't... Oh, wait. What are dictionary keys? Does like a dictionary convert its keys to just like be something else? Like, are keys like always saved as strings? Because I mean, it's printing out with quotes around it, so maybe the dictionary is doing this to me because the dictionary hates me for whatever reason. Python. Key type. I don't know. Sure. Types usable as dictionary keys. Lists as dictionary keys. Wait, what? Oh, an object must support the hash function. I don't care. They look like strings, so I'm gonna try them as strings. All right. So what if the string equivalent of the two IDs in participation dictionary keys is that better? They look like strings when they get printed out. It looks like it was printing a list of strings, so... Nope, didn't like that. Wait, oh, but it at least evaluated past it. So, apparently it thinks the dictionary keys are strings. Longs aren't hashable? I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Blue Pego, welcome. Sorry for mispronouncing your name or failing to fully pronounce your name, but welcome. Thank you for your viewership. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. So, all right. We're on to the next error. What's the next error? It doesn't like key error. Oh, it's just insisting that there are key errors here. So, that's really annoying. So I'm just gonna say, it's like, I'm just gonna say tut key equals the string version of this, so that way I don't have to keep converting it to a string just to reference it. So, all right, so despite the fact that it worked perfectly fine, when the project runs, like now it's probably not going to work in the other conditions. It's probably only going to work when it loads in the data, and it's going to stop working when the project is still running. But whatever. Paste that. Yeah, so what caught me up on your name, Blue Pego, was I wasn't sure if it was the J sound or like the Y sound. So like Blue Pego Jajo or Yayo. So I apologize, but hopefully I pronounced it at least partially correct one of those times. And I do take mispronunciation requests. So if I've mispronounced so many things that I might as well. If anyone has any requests for a thing that they'd like to hear me mispronounce, feel free to let me know in chat. And I do take mispronunciation requests. All right, so yeah, all these places that I'm using in reply to status ID, which is a lot of places, cripes. Oh my gosh. I have to be, like, at this point, I have to be, like, breaking it in the other direction, right? Because, like, this was all evaluating correctly yesterday, but now I'm going to use the string version, and, well, cripes. Seriously, why are they not longs? Why are they not themselves longs? Hold on, before I seriously feel like I'm just slaughtering my own script right now, so I have to just make sure I didn't make some stupid mistake up here. I'm converting them to long. Participation list tweet ID, we're appending the longs of the data that we read. The data we read in, we're converting it to long, and we're appending it. And if for some reason it's still a string. So I guess if I'm going in this direction, I should probably go all the way in this direction, just so that I don't accidentally like hit it halfway and you, like I was saying, like break the other half of it. But yeah, I guess I'll just have to remember that whenever I'm encoding a tweet ID, and they might be that there aren't even any more places that I encode these tweet IDs. Like this might be literally the only place that we do it. But where's the other one? It's when we create the event, which is further up. So when we create the event, that's when we read in the tweet IDs in the first place, and so we just have to call them strings now because bad reasons. I like to do things for good reasons, and it's always begrudging when I have to do them for bad reasons instead. But I did not. I'm working with tools made by people other than myself, so be it. Alright, so where are the rest of these in reply to status IDs? Oh god, there's so many. There's so many. I mean, the other thing I could do is, oh yeah, instead of, well, no, whatever, this is fine. Thank you, Blue. Thank you, Blue Pega. Oh, so I missed two. Doop-a-doop. Actually, I'm just gonna highlight them because there's so many. There are just too many. Oops, in reply to highlight those. That one's fine. Those ones are dumb. I resent all of them. Oh, I missed another one. No, don't get unhighlighted, you jerks. I just highlighted you. Why would you get unhighlighted? Alright, whatever. Doesn't want to make this easy. Does not want to make this easy. Alright, so hopefully that was just the last error, and now everything's going to work perfectly forever, right? That's how it goes. Oh, one more. Oops. Alright, is that all of them? Is that... They're gone now? I don't have to worry about them anymore? Alright, so now what's the script going to do if I run it? I wonder. I honestly anticipate that even though I appear to have done things the correct... Yep, okay, well... So we're not through the woods yet. Int and string. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait, string. Oh. Speaking of reading things in the correct format, I think I changed the data format right at the end of the day yesterday, and I'm thinking I forgot to read in the start time. Wait, no, I'm reading it in as a float. Are you serious? Where are these stupid strings coming from? I'm reading it in as a float. Is there... this is where the two most recent type errors have stemmed from. Right here, this is the place where I used to be converting this to long. And it's just like completely ignoring the types that I'm setting. Like, honestly, what? Oh, am I just adding in the wrong thing? Total actions. No? Oh, wait. No, that's not. That wasn't the part that was getting read in. Hold on. The thing that was getting read in there was the action. So when I'm setting the actions values, I'm not. Maybe that's okay. Maybe this is a legit error. Maybe this is like a real error. That would be nice. I'd like it if this is a real error instead of a stupid error. um, so where am I reading in the action data? That would be here. Oh, okay, good. Okay. This is a real error. Hey, good guys, it's a real error. It's not a fake error that doesn't make any sense. So yes, this I'm actually supposed to be reading in as an int, and I was not previously. So good. All right, we're back on track. We're back in the realm of sanity, at least. So let's run that. And so what should happen now is once it processes this data and runs correctly, now if we look at the, so tweet late, tweet after, yeah, good, that's perfect. Those are exactly the two things that I was looking for. And now if we look at this participation data, right, so this is the old version of it. This is when I opened it before and it, only 4 players had participated. If I open it again, what should have happened when it processed those tweets, it should add 2 more of these like numbery stringy names at the end of the list. So let's reopen it and see what we got. Hey, look, 2 numbery stringy names at the end of the list. So cool. I think that's working. Now it's entirely, like I said before, it's entirely likely we broke everything that we did yesterday while trying to fix it. Because yesterday the other half worked, and now we got the second half to work, but the first half is probably isn't that how it always is? I guess I might as well test it, right? I mean I could wait and find out if things are broken later. Oh, I took off stealth mode, and so like all the names are just showing up. I think I might put stealth mode back on and just test around it. Sorry, I just don't need that around anymore. Yeah, I turned off stealth mode just to see if like any of this was working, but I preferred I don't know. I just get an uncomfortable feeling when I have stealth mode deactivated. All right, so just because it's entirely likely that it'll crash, I'm not going to wait for the player list to reload. I'm just going to rerun the script off the bat, and then oh yeah, yesterday we decided to go back and hunt the golem essentially. Like a really easy choice in adventures is like which path will you take, and that one doesn't work super for this game, which is a little unfortunate because it's really easy. I guess I mean I can like I was doing yesterday. I can change like just the wording and like kind of cheat my way around it. So like oh yeah, maybe well, I mean that one kind of was a fork, so so like to hunt the golem, you will need you'll need what? You'll need like, I don't know, what do you need to hunt a fire golem? Like hey creative, how's it going? We fixed the thing that we fixed it. Oh, Mr. Max Meyer, hey, welcome. We fixed the thing that didn't work at the end of the day yesterday. It was a dumb error that didn't make any sense, but we fixed it, so okay. To hunt the golem, you'll need I don't know. I hadn't really considered that. I guess it makes sense that people would want to hunt a golem because like if you don't introduce a fire golem and then just like ignore it. So to hunt the golem, you'll need some manner of protection, I guess, because I actually don't know yet, or maybe I do, and I just haven't said it yet. You'll need some manner of protection. Um, uh, uh, a so the not far is um a mine of extremely hard temper, hard to temper ore, and mine is a mine of extremely hard to temper ore. Character count. One adventure. Oops, I forgot to line break. One adventure has procured a adventurer. I'm really bad at writing these. I need to get better at this. One adventurer has procured a book of elemental enchant spells. It's long and written in an arcane, written in arcane language. Excelsior. Alright, so that's still working. Good, I guess. I need sorry, I have my mobile device here from which I can participate in the events. I mean, I could also participate on my monitor, but whatever. I'm guessing creative's gonna beat me to it, if not already. Right, but let me see. I'm just so right. So now right. So on my mobile device, I have like 500 Twitter accounts now. I only have like only four. So I'm gonna, with one of them, I'm going to participate in this event, and alright, so creative chosen chant, right? Well, I'm cheating, but whatever. I trek to the # mine. With my best pickaxe. Tweet, whatever. Okay. So yeah, I'm guessing I broke the other side, right? Yeah, I must have broken the other half of it because like it's no longer it's still reading them in. Right? Or is it just not even reading them in anymore? No, it's still reading them in. It's just not processing them anymore. So great. What the heck? Oh, yeah. Oh, that's so stupid. It's literally, some of them are longs and some of them are not longs. Why are these not longs? Or why are these longs and the other ones aren't longs? Wait, so how did they get in there? Hold on, wait. Alright, well, this one's clearly not going to work right now, but when I restart the script, it should still work. Like, it should go, because I still haven't added the floor yet. Oh, and I need to change that stuff too. Yeah. Oops, hold on. Sorry. just before I forget, I want to make sure in my backlog I remember that uh, I have so actually process incoming tweet data. This is kind of done, but I'm gonna just edit it to say actually process incoming tweet data in chronological order, because load and update participation data. Well, all right. That should be enough for me to remember. Yeah, because okay, wait. So, all right. Sorry, the stupid long string thing is annoying to me. So, because apparently you can have longs as keys, and yet for some reason the fact that I was using longs as keys, they were getting implicitly converted to strings, and that's not exciting to me. That's that's annoying to me. So this is what we just. Okay. Apparently, when we load the data in and convert it to a long and then add it into this dictionary, it comes out as a string. When we take the long and convert it to a string and put it in the dictionary, it oh wait. Oh no, that's what it is. Okay. It's just because okay, no, right. No, this is okay. It's another real bug. It's not another fake bug. I'm just like I'm paranoid about fake bugs now. And by fake bugs, I mean like unreal bugs, like bugs that are actually just like things that are dumb, like not anything that has gone wrong per se, but like things that just like you know, things that are not wrong in the universe, but like wrong with the universe, kind of. I don't know how to differentiate that exactly. But all right, yeah, no, that okay. So that one was an oversight, a real one. The worst thing about these like fake bugs is that I start to suspect like maybe all the bugs are fake. Um, it's just it's just that like the tools I'm working with are not trustworthy, and yeah, it's like I don't know. Working with trustworthy tools, great, easy. You can just focus on your work. Working with yeah. Anyways, I won't dwell on it. But all right, this should work now. So yeah, I should end the event because no one participated in it. Wait, no one participated in it. So I'm actually not gonna. No, I will officially end the event because. Oh wait. No, I just killed the event because it didn't. I'm guessing it didn't save the participation data because no one. It didn't think anyone participated in it. Whoops. Yeah, no, it didn't. All right, sorry about that. But I'll rerun the script. And oh, sorry, sorry, Marty. Stream delay, you know. Um, uh, I'll rerun the script now. No, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be restarting the script as much anymore because I'm pretty sure the next time I run it, it'll actually work. Um, so I'm gonna let it cool down and yeah. So what should I be focusing on now? I should be focusing on I should change what I did yesterday because yeah, I was setting up what I was working on yesterday, and then at a certain point it occurred to me like I need to read this data in a different order so that I can keep track of like how far I've processed tweets. So how do I do this? The first thing I have to do is change how I read this data in. Specifically, I have to read this data in. I have to keep the data read in, but only feed it. Because right, there's the part where we read the data and there's the part where we process it. Basically, what we have to do is when we read the data, we don't send it immediately for processing. Well, like right now, we do send it immediately for processing, and that's not right. What we need to do is hold it for processing, or hold it to keep getting read until like I don't know. It's basically like a little pre-processing just to make sure that we're reading it in the correct order, kind of. I guess if that makes sense. Uh, So, I really wish I could just search in reverse order on Twitter. That would be really helpful. But or no, I wish I could search in chronological order rather than reverse chronological order. But all the data you get from Twitter is always reversed. So, okay. So yeah. No, this is not the right place. Where is add player Twitter? No. Load stream data? No. We're close though. What is wait, no, where did I put it? It was the it was probably higher up. Get Twitter data. There it is. Okay. Right, yeah, now we're just working with like an arbitrary floor. So every time we load data, we just load all the data. So yeah, I mean, I guess okay, so we'll say like I don't know, like data or like partial data equals a list of some sort. So like right now what are you complaining about? Oh, that I didn't use it anywhere. Right now we're just taking so we have our Twitter data, and right now we're just asking Twitter for more data and just like slapping it right on the end of the data that we already have. Instead, let's slap it onto the end of partial data. Oops, caps lock. Partial data, and we're only going to export partial data to Twitter data once it's not as partial as it could be. Yeah, I was describing yesterday. So basically, like, if we think of like the incoming Twitter data as just like constantly going upwards, like whenever we make that first call, we'll be getting like this. We'll be getting like this chunk, like starting with the most recent and going like back like a certain distance in time, and like that's going to keep going upwards. But all we can there's still potentially data like down at the bottom that we haven't got yet, and so while it steadily rises upwards, we're actually going to continue checking downwards, and we're going to check all the way back through history until we get to a point where we either have no more data to process. Well, no, yeah, to a point where we have no more data to process, either because we hit our previous floor, or or Twitter like deactivated that data for whatever reason. I don't know why it does that, but it does that sometimes. And so then once we finish processing that chunk and jump back up to the new, however high it's climbed in the interim, that's when we'll export the previous chunk for processing. So there could be like a slightly, yeah, it used to be that like we would process data every minute, but now like, if it takes more than 1 minute to call all of the new data in, like if we have to make 5 calls, we can only make a call per minute, so we might have to wait like 5 minutes before we start processing the data, which is a little awkward, but it should be fine for now. There's also like the gaps system that I started to put together originally for reading the data, but if we need to, we can use the gap system for I may have deleted it, which might have been a little maybe shouldn't have done that, but we can use the gap system for actually, is that better? Is the gap system better for huh? What would that mean? No, yeah, no. So the complicated thing is that, well, actually, no. That something like that could work. All right. So yeah. So the slightly complicated thing is that for reading data, like we can just like keep track of it while the script's running, but for processing data, we're actually saving out players' data based on the tweets that we process. So we don't want to reprocess the same tweet because otherwise that would attribute. I mean, it'd be the good kind of bad. It would be it'd be the bad thing where it worked out in the player's favor, but it would still be like technically unfair because there'd be like a chance that a tweet gets processed multiple times, and a player gets an unfair advantage for having participated in Twitter versus chat in Twitch chat, for example. So if we were gonna, in order to avoid that, if we're using gaps, we can't just save out the most recent tweet that we've processed, because if we're working strictly in chronological order, we can always just keep track of the most recent we've processed, and then only ever worry about processing tweets after that. And as long as we evaluate them in chronological order, we'll be sure that there's always that line, and we've always processed everything after, or like older than it, and we haven't processed anything newer than it. So if we start introducing gaps and start processing tweets at like weird times, we have to start like saving in more than just a single data point. So links get deleted from chat, UberTech Gaming, but what type of link are you trying to post? Because I can repost it if it's something they'd like to share. I encourage people to share. I encourage people to share like projects and stuff that they're working on. So if it's something less fun, I would not necessarily encourage it. But yeah. All right. So. The gaps are a little more ambitious, but I think I would ultimately want it to be that way. I'm just trying to think, would it be easier to implement the other system now and then switch to the gaps later, or should I just go for the gaps now? I'll want to make sure that the gaps idea is like fully formed before I embark on it, because if it's like the sort of thing that like makes kind of sense but like in practice could like balloon out of control, that would be less good. So yeah, so the awkward thing is that because I'm processing a tweet like every frame, hypothetically I'm saving out this marker every frame, hypothetically, like not literally every frame, but like potentially every frame. Say you're a person who just followed Trusty Bard, will it let you go back and participate in all the events in one tweet? Will it actually grab all the hashtagged answers? I was thinking about that, and right now the answer is no. That had occurred to me, and I actually talked about it a little bit yesterday. The reason I decided not to do that is because you can't do that in Twitch chat. And so, although hypothetically that's something that I could add to Twitter, if I did, it would actually like incentivize players to like troll Twitter rather than participating in chat. So that's not something I'm interested in doing. I'm thinking, just because of the nature of Twitter, I am going to allow players to participate in events up to 24 hours ago, like events from up to 24 hours ago, because, sometimes you read tweets not like right in the moment, but like because you're in the middle of something and you come back and you read them later. So it's okay if you can still participate in an event if it's a little bit old, but you also can't like mass participate. And so the reason for that in particular is that I don't want people to for testing purposes, like occasionally I'll tweet something like like at Trusty Bard, like I don't know, swim or whatever, right? But I don't want to encourage that. I don't like that, first of all. I don't think anyone likes that. This is not a helpful tweet. This is very mechanical, and this game is not supposed to be mechanical. If this game was supposed to be mechanical, it would be Trusty Robot, and it would not be set in like fantastic environment. Oh wow, I don't have the script running. I should have the script running, because why not? I always do that. I'll bring the script down and leave it down for years. Yeah, no, we wouldn't have lush forests. We would have like mechanical wastelands. Right. So if someone wants to participate, like I'm not gonna say people can't do this. Like if this is all the creativity a person has inside them, then like that's unfortunate. But you know, whatever. Um, what? Yeah, right. So if you want to participate in like 5 events that you missed in a day, you reply to them one by one. And if you're like a pro player, you reply to them by saying, um, "I dive into the river and swim like an otter, one of the cute otters, not the ferocious kind." That this is how you win the game, is you you tweet like this. um, all right. Uh, um, the other reason I do that, or like the, so I do that because that's how I want to do it. But then, fun fact, one of the technical hurdles is that if an action tag got reused in the same day, like how do you process that? Does the person have to input the hashtag twice? What if they wanted to input the hashtag for the other option in one of the events, but they put the but they wanted to use that hashtag for the other event, and then yeah, so it's a there are a number of reasons that I'm not doing that. The important most of which is that I don't want to do it. The game's not better for it. Um, uh, so yeah, the gaps. I'm thinking maybe the gaps will work out someday and they'll be super great. But for now, I'm just going to do it chronological order. So yeah. Uh, Last time I was working on the gaps, I spent like a million years working on them, and then they didn't work, which is, and then I ended up going a much simpler and different route. So I'll save myself the heartache this time. All right, so partial data. So now instead of writing directly to Twitter data, we're writing to partial data. Uh, right. So in this case, if the length of new search is 0, that's the case where we've hit our floor. So right now, all we were doing is we were just jumping it back up to the top and continuing on again. But now what we're going to do is we're going to say Twitter data dot append. Hold on, do I want to do it this way? Yeah, okay, so Twitter data, no, partial data. How do you reverse a list? Partial data dot reverse, is that reverse? Yeah, because we'd been getting them in reverse chronological order, because that's what Twitter does. But we want to process them in chronological order, so we're going to reverse this first of all, and then we might like hypothetically, like, because these batches might be coming in really big batches. Hypothetically, like, we might get the next batch of partial data before we're done processing the previous partial data, or before we're finished processing the previous Twitter data. So I think that this is going to be a jagged list, or else I could just let me think about this. I could yeah, I think I'll make this a jagged list. The because like we were looking up the other day, like what's the most efficient way to like extend and append and pop and insert and delete from like a list that comes in an order other than how you want to piece it together. And I just can't think of a better way. I'm trying to think of a better way than a jagged list, but it's not coming to mind. Um, so I think I'll just do like an insert operation. So then Twitter data dot insert uh, at position 0, wait, how does insert work? I think you say the position first, and then you say what you want to insert. So insert value x before array position I. So we want to at the front of the line. So position 0, and we just want to insert all of partial data, the entire list. So Twitter data is no longer just a list of tweets. It's a list of lists of tweets. And so then the last thing we do is partial data equals a new list, and we start the process all over again. Yeah, okay, so now when we're processing tweets, we're going to work from the end of the list. We're going to pop them right off the end. And that we're doing now, except we don't just pop off Twitter data. First we pop the process list off of Twitter data. And then, do we pop the list off Twitter data? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's good. Oh, good. Okay, yeah. So it'll actually be fairly uncommon. Yeah, so Twitter data will only actually... Yeah, no, actually, yeah, so Twitter... Okay, good. Yeah, it won't be very collidey because, like, that insert operation will mostly just be the same as... It'll... Like, in most cases, it'll be functionally equivalent to an append operation because the exact frame after it gets inserted, it gets removed. Yeah, in most cases. But then occasionally, like, if the backlog gets really, like, full up, then there could be cases where that is more than just a append operation. It actually is like an insert operation. But all right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep track of we'll also keep track of so Twitter data, so like process data equals an empty list as well. And so process data is going to be what we pop off of the end of Twitter data. And we're only going to pop off the end of Twitter data if process data is itself empty. So here, we're just, what we've been doing is literally just popping a tweet off the end. Instead, we're going to say if process data, if the length of process data, oops, my page up, page down keys are right next to my arrow keys. Excuse me. If the length of process data is 0, then we will say Twitter data dot pop. Right. No. So then process data equals Twitter data dot pop. Oh, actually, so if process data equals 0 and Twitter data, the length of Twitter data is greater than 0, because if the length of Twitter data is 0, then we don't have to do anything. Length of Twitter data is greater than 0, then process data equals Twitter data dot pop, and then else. Oh wait, this is actually no. We want an else case to wait. So we'll nest this one because we want the else case to be the alternative to process data equaling 0, not necessarily to the entire conditional. So we'll nest this. People always balk about nested if statements, but it's like sometimes that's literally what what the program is to do. What the program is made to do. I don't understand that school of thought necessarily, but right. Else. I guess what they balk at is like when you have like if statements that are nested this far, but like look, they all have individual else cases to them. All right. So the alternative is that Twitter data is not, or no, yeah, process data. Oh, wait. Oh, wait. I think we want to work with a different conditional here. This if length of Twitter data greater than 0 thing. No, this isn't important anymore. Yeah, no, if if length of process data is the new length of Twitter data. So let's unindent this. And yeah, so all this business is actually basically the else case. So let's unindent this as well. Get rid of this. Okay, so if the length of process data equals 0. Oh, we never tested to make sure that everything's working now. I'll do that like after this event, I guess. After this automated event. All right, so yeah, so instead of using Twitter data here, I think basically the only other thing that we have to do is we just have to use process data instead. Oh, and now that we are doing this in an orderly manner, we're now doing we're now processing tweets in chronological order. We can actually start saving out that floor and loading in that floor and using that floor instead of just using, the entire history of whatever Twitter gives us. So I think I'm going to save it in participation. I don't like putting loose files in the primary folder, which is a relatively new thing, which cropped up once I had done it too much. Actually, hold on. I'm just going to quickly move some of this stuff to the archive, because a lot of this the game doesn't actually use. Action frame. Like, I'm pretty sure these don't get used. I know that this old art doesn't get used. So I can move these to backups. Wait, backup? Yeah, whatever. That's fine. Doll 3050 is old. Event sound is used. Fax is used. Wait, is fax used? No, fax is not used. Fax is like a whole folder for it. I can just delete this. Right? I hope so. I'm pretty sure these action frames can't be used because each of the individual environments have their own action frame. And that was just like what I used to make the action frame once upon a time. Backgrounds.py. Oh, that was like an old thing that I was working on one time. It probably wouldn't even work anymore. And so like backgrounds. Oh yeah, this is back from when there was only the mountain before there were individual backgrounds. So wow, yeah, there's a lot of stuff here that I can clean up. It's like font. I'm pretty sure most of these fonts I wouldn't use. I'm pretty sure font char is the one that I would use. Let me double check. Just gonna open this up real quick. At least that's my plan. Oh, there it goes. All right, yeah. So this is the one where I made the I made the @ symbol. So this is the one that I actually work with, the font char. I can put the other ones in backup for now. Gosh, this folder is so messy. Font char A. Oh yeah, a lot of this stuff, a lot of these exported fonts I don't use anymore. What I actually use are the ones that are suffixed big. So font char A .pdn font char. Yeah, no, that one can font char A big color font char E. Okay, I think those are the real ones, and the rest of these are fake. Yeah, and so like these individual character things, like those I don't need really. What is growth? Oh yeah. This growth is not real anymore. Growth 2 is the real one. So I can get rid of the old growth. And I could rename growth 2 to something else. Alright, so what if these are like... I mean, the logo stuff I don't really need to put in this folder, but I'm not going to get rid of it for now. I'll leave transitions here, because whatever. And then there's troll face. Alright, sorry. that was just bugging me a little bit. But it's all better now. Good. Look how tidy this is. Okay. Are any of these folders like... Oh, like the bin folder? The bin folder is like basically the old backup folder. So I actually don't need that either. But then the rest of them are probably useful. Orig. But I'm not going to move that right now. Participation, players, private, Twitter players. Alright. Oh, Twitter players is not a real thing. I decided to just keep all the players together in one folder. Alright. There we go. Sorry about that. I should rerun the script to make sure I didn't accidentally get rid of something important. Alright. So, uh, oh yeah, I was gonna test. I was gonna test that the event system's working. So, oh yeah, I wait. Hold on. What was the actual? What was the gist of participation in that last event? Mine and enchant. I think were the only two things said. So, perfect. That was event type 4. So perfect. Perfect mine. Perfect enchant. Um, uh, so yeah, so sorry. Uh, so the dents or chunks uh, look a lot like the minerals depicted in the, did I call it a spell book or a scroll, or like what did I call it? Uh, book of spells, in the spell book. Uh, Man, I keep now that I'm actually like using the secret control panel, I keep wanting to test like other things with the secret control panel, but I should be testing things that actually work rather than things that don't work. Uh, right. um, uh, uh, so yeah, you, how many characters? 77. You could try to uh, uh, you could try an incantation for the from the from the from the book, or you could seek the counsel. This is probably line broken or tweet broken. Seek the counsel of an expert on such matters. Uh, uh, there we go. Excelsior. Yeah, okay, so I will test all three things. I will test the, well, no, I guess I'll just test two of the cases. I'll test the case where participation occurs during the event through Twitter. Doop-a-doop. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Don't mind me. Huh. I try and or I think to myself I should keep consistency between the between like what the action tags are. Like, so if I start them as verbs, I should keep them as verbs. If I start them as nouns, I should keep them as nouns. And that's something I do when I'm like writing event for the automated system, but I haven't gotten in that habit writing them live yet. Uh, for example, I just mismatched noun with verb, but whatever. Okay. So, oh, the secret panel isn't very secret when I keep it on screen like that. Oops, don't mind me. Um, uh, so, uh, I, I seek out an expert of great, great, I can spell great, and arcane magics to perform the ritual. Tweet. Alright, is that working? Because now we have like, so next time the Twitter gate, blah, 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 next time one of these number things pop up, it should the number it should be a little bit different, and it should come back with like actual data, and that should work hypothetically. Like that's the one thing that we haven't tested yet, or we haven't tested successfully, because after all those changes that we made earlier today, we'd run it. It just hadn't actually worked. So, oh no, what? Wait, what? Did it just not find them? Because it did the numbers thing. It just didn't come back with anything. This number changed, though. Wait a second. What? Alright, so maybe I was wrong. Maybe maybe I hadn't gotten it working. Because apparently it's just not even reading in that data at all. I mean, yeah, why does it keep why does the floor keep updating if it's not coming back with any data? That's weird. And now I've changed more stuff, so once I rerun the script, hypothetically, it should at least be doing this again, just with a slightly different twist on what we're doing here. That's annoying, though. That's really annoying. What? Sorry, I'm just really curious. Like, what did Python think was the correct way to convert to long? Uh, Long. All right, so I wasn't doing it wrong. It's just it's just crazy and doesn't make any sense, I guess. Is all. You know, just that. Just madness. Just utter madness is all. It's like this is like reminiscent of it just literally just not getting any tweets. Like it looking for tweets and just not coming back with anything. So I don't know what that's about, but just in case there's something else that is like now interfering, like some new like fun new interference that we're getting, then let's yeah, when we get back those calls, what are we printing? Right now we're just printing ceiling and floor. Um, let's also print print I wonder if we can just print the new search. That might crash, but we can find out pretty quickly if it crashes. All right. Either way, I'll conclude this event. And interesting. All right. And I'm gonna restart the script real quick because I'm gonna restart the script right now, and it's probably just gonna like explode or something, or not. It might not explode. No, there it goes. Explosions. Oh wait, what? I was not using adventure 0.ping. Oh, I'm not. I'm just not using this. I just haven't. Okay, yeah. I didn't get rid of that. That was all. Oh, and I'm not using this one either. Yeah. Delete. Go away. Good. Alright, save that. Alright, well that kind of worked. Kinda. Oh, it doesn't... Yeah, no, just printing that list of, Yeah, no, just printing that list doesn't really help very much. Oh, now nothing is processing. Fantastic. Oh, no, yeah, no, it wouldn't process the first time. All right, hold on. I just want to see. I'm gonna give it a minute. I'm gonna give it a minute to do another Twitter search, because once it does another Twitter search, it should realize that the previous search was complete, and all that good stuff. Oh wait, let me just. There are actually two cases where. There are two cases in the search parameters where we're actually satisfied with the length of new search is greater than 0 if new search ID. Yeah, wait, hold on. If new search ID is greater than new floor. New floor. Wait, how am I using floor and new floor? Is this a... Oh wait, we did another one? Huh. Sorry, yeah, how am I using new floor? So if new search index0.id is greater than new floor? Oh yeah. No, we always run that check. That check is just for updating new floor. The important one here is if ID is less than or equal to floor. Yeah, because that is also a case where we want to export this this data, which I might have overlooked. I mean, I did overlook it. Whoa. Huh. This. What? These searches are never coming up as length 0. Is someone actually like just tweeting at me every minute? I feel like no. No. There haven't been any new tweets. So those are just like phantom tweets. Which I guess that's important to know, because like this whole if length equals 0 thing is just never going to evaluate. It's always going to evaluate as alright, well either way. Whoop. Keyboard interrupt? What does that even mean? Keyboard interrupt? What? I have no clue what that means. I'm gonna ignore it. Whoa, what the heck are you doing? Stop doing that. Whatever you're doing, stop doing it. What? Oh, cool. My ID is just like, I'm gonna rearrange myself for no particular reason. Alright, go away, Project Explorer. I don't care, whatever. I don't use those things. At least not very much. Alright, so yeah, so a few interesting things to investigate here. What is this phantom tweet? And also, what else the heck? What else the heck? Um, Alright, let's go to where we were working just a second ago and do the figure out the phantom tweet thing first. So, did I finish updating this? I kind of got interrupted by this crash. Keyboard interrupt. That's not an error message. Excuse me, but you're making that up. Oh no, I didn't actually. So yeah, so wow, what do you do? Wow, what is? No, stop. Okay. Oops, no, actually I didn't mean to cut that. I just meant to copy it and paste it here as well. Uh, tab. Oh yeah, indent, not indent. Okay. Yeah, alright, so instead of just printing the entire search, let's say like for wobble. For tweet in new in new search. Let's print the individual tweet just to see what that phantom tweet is. Yeah. All right. And again, this should evaluate right on startup, or like really promptly, so I can just restart the script and see what this does. Alright, so there goes. Let's copy all this. I mean, this isn't the most interesting part. The really interesting part will be what gets printed next. So like, am I famous now? Yeah, okay, so this is the oldest. I mean, there actually is one older one, but for some reason it doesn't like show up. I don't know what that's about. Yeah, Trusty Bard is fake. It doesn't show up for whatever reason, but I don't know what that's about. It might be like a time limit of some sort. All right, so has it done it again yet? No, it hasn't done it again. Yeah, do it again. Come on, come on, do it again. Do it again. All right. So the rest of this seems fine, I imagine. Obtain, enchant, seek. Yeah, seek. Seems to have all the. Oh yeah, and these are the ones that it's processing. All right. Yeah. So. That all seems to be going well. All right. So yeah. So what is this business about? So it searches again and it finds what exactly? Where's the text of it? From. It just. Where's the text of this? Name, profile, background color. Oh, that's part of the that's all part of the user data. Text. Yeah, I seek out the. Was this not in the previous? Did this not get picked up by the previous one? And why is it printing like so verbose all of a sudden instead of like just printing out? Oh, right, because right. This was the verbose search that came earlier. That other part was when they were getting processed or not processed. So yeah, did this not come through previously? I'd be really surprised if that's the case. And did it just do it again to just do the same one again? Because like it seems like, yeah, for some reason. Oh no, I know why it's doing that. I'm just silly, is why it's doing that. Um, I set it up to do that. So actually, this. Yeah, no, this. All right, yeah, no, I just forgot how I set it up. All right, that's fine. Um, that you're right, because like when in the case, yeah, yep. we look for the we look for the last one that we already knew about. Because by finding the last one that we already knew about, that's also a way to know that we've hit the bottom of the list without having to search again. All right. Sorry. So that was not a mystery. That was just something I'd forgotten about how that works. And so then, what are the existing mysteries now? I guess. I guess. Now what I want to do is. This is too much information. I don't think I need this whole thing to like that print that I put in that like prints out like all that stuff. I think that's a bit excessive, so I'm going to take that out, and it'll probably be easier to decipher once I've taken that out again. This, for example. All right, because there's still the riddle of why do live tweets not work? Why does it not work? Why does what worked yesterday? Why does it no longer work? I don't think we know of any specific reasons, because yeah, all the keys are now in. The keys are all strings now, so that's good, and it does process the like we're seeing up here. It does process these tweets for which there are participation whatevers. Yeah, like it. Wait, the seek. Well, okay, this one's probably already got processed last time I ran the script, but yeah. Wait, what? Oh, oh yeah. It keeps trying to. Wait, no. Wait, what? Uh, okay, wait. It's always hard to read this. It's always hard to read this this stuff when it keeps outputting new data. Um, yeah, and actually no, this isn't the data I need yet. What I need to do is I need to run another event and collect more data and blah blah. All right, so uh, let's. Oh, are we printing? Are we still printing here? Because let's just stop. No, because in print sometimes the prints get interrupted with other things, but whatever. Okay. So, yeah, new event time. What was the last one? It was about, oh yeah, it was about seeking, Coinsel. Oh man, I could really use some spell check. Uh, huh. Speaking of spell check, if I like typed here, it would have spell check. So hypothetically, it just occurred to me like I could use this as like the input method, and instead of having the panel generate the tweets, I could just have the script read the tweets. Uh, because there's no way I'm gonna like rebuild an entire good like text editor in this panel. And it has the character count thing and everything. That'd be nice. I might do that. Not right now, but like that I think that's a good goal. Why reinvent the wheel? Uh that might not work, but it'd be nice if I could get that to work. um okay, so yeah, all right. So yeah, it was actually supposed to be running an event. So let's do that. Uh, Specifically, the incantation. I set this as like a random type event, and it came out as a as incantation instead of seek. So uh, um, uh, so like um, uh, oh, but no one actually chose. No one actually chose incantation. um, so you travel for wait, yeah, no one chose incantation, right? Or just someone? This will be easier once this actually all works. Nope, no one chose incantation. Um, so you travel towards the hut of a nearby mystic, um, but find it empty. Um, the it's like the hut is filled with artifacts and regents. If you would borrow some, perhaps you could get the spell, or perhaps you could enchant the armor, or the ore, the stone, metal. No, it'd be metal. Ore is metal, not stone. um, uh, uh, you don't whoa, wait. Sorry. um uh uh, you don't really know. Uh, sorry. You don't really know the mystic well, so perhaps you'd better not. I don't know. Character count? Good. Cool. Excelsior. I should probably proofread these since I don't have spell check working, but uh, I'm just trying to like go kind of fast rather than like relatively fast rather than like relatively perfectly. So I will now participate in the event. Pardon just a moment. That does not sound like a good idea. Tweet. Alright, so next time tweet data comes through. Oh, creative beat me to it as well. And sorry, just wait. It must have just missed the last check, just barely. These checks happen fairly frequently though, so whoops. Oh, whoops. Oh yeah. All right. So there we go. All right. Okay. So this should be the data that we're looking for. Specifically. Oh wait. Oh wait. It totally just worked. All right. So. Oh wait. Does it seriously just sometimes work, or does it just? Maybe we just fixed whatever hadn't been working previously, and maybe now it just super works. It just super works 100%. Maybe. I don't know. All right. I'll wait. Well, I won't worry about it right now because it seems to be working just fine, and I'll. I guess I'll just come back to it later. Yeah, sure. I'll just continue on with what I was working on. Cool. Okay. Excuse me. All right. So yeah. So the right. Okay. So we're working on reading them in chronological order, and excuse me. Hypothetically, it does that now. So now we can save out the data of like how far we've processed this stuff. I'm just gonna check notifications because okay, yeah, I saw another one come through. I wasn't sure if it was pertinent or not. All right, so conclude event. Wait a second. Oh, because it was split 60-40. Um, so, all right. uh, huh. Maybe I should rethink like the timing of these events. Maybe like for the automated events, like I'll keep the system working as it is. But I think for like the manual events, like I think I might keep it with like a wider window. Maybe. I'm just thinking that like I mean like because I hit conclude event and it concluded the event, but like really where does that get us? It gets more like instant gratification, I guess, in terms of like the results of the event, but I don't know. I might just change the mode to like oh yeah, actually you know what I was thinking of yesterday is maybe not actually resolving the event for like 15 minutes or so. And because like or so if the average event like let's say they happen like I think it's actually closer to 12, but just for the sake of saying let's say like 15 minutes apart. Uh instead of having like the event start have 2.5 minutes of like the actual event, and then like the rest as just like time between events. Like I was thinking instead, there could be like in the first 2.5 minutes there could be like a checkpoint, and like it could give like result data, like like what outcomes were chosen. Um, but maybe it doesn't. I don't know. The event doesn't necessarily have to end there. Um, yeah, because I was just thinking like the longer I can wait before like calling the final tally on the results, the more playable like the Twitter version is in terms of like player interaction and like player agency. So I mean, it's something that I'd thought of a while back, like, and by a while back I mean last week when I started this. But I'd kind of like set aside just in order to make some progress. I don't know. I oh yeah, no, if I did have events run that long, I'd have to change something with the name tags, because name tags wouldn't have like they wouldn't show up when the event's running. So uh, yeah, and I need to redo the secret control panel. And I really wish like the idea of like just tweeting directly through Trusty Bard was like, I really wish that would work, because that'd be really helpful. This is a much better typing interface than my secret control panel. So maybe I don't know. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. We'll see. um, okay, so for li in source list, what are we doing here? No, this isn't where we're supposed to be. We're supposed to be at the part where we're processing tweets, because yeah, now whenever we pop a tweet, actually no, not when we pop it, but when we're done processing it. Oh, and we're not actually even done processing tweets per se. Uh, but if tweet key in right, yeah, so this is twice indented. So let's go down here, because yeah, we'll want to be saving this at the wait, what? At the twice indented. You jerk. Stop indenting so far. You jerk. All right. No, stop. Oh man, this IDE. Do not recommend. I do not recommend it. All right, so if so no conditionals here, just tweet so TWT, so like with open, let's call it like participation processed .txt or something like that. This is the name of our file, which just keeps track of how far we've processed this data. So open it for writing. So we're just gonna like stomp over the whatever is the previous file, because since we're not doing the gaps, this is only ever just going to be a simple number. So all we have to do is say tdata dot write sorry, just because I had my mobile device open, I was getting notifications. All right, so tdata dot write, and it's just the tweet dot ID, and I might as well. No, it'll become a string automatically. No, I'll tell it to be a string just in case, because apparently you can't trust tweet IDs to be strings or longs when you need them to be one or the other. All right. And so now, then on the other side of the coin, when we load this data in the first place, where do we kick off that thread? Actually, I should copy the name just so I get the name right. um, yeah. Uh, right. Oh, so yeah. So the part we load in all this data is participation. Yeah, and we kick off the data thread here. So I'm just gonna say with open. I think R is for read. Or no, I don't have to open it in any special way if I'm just gonna read from it. I think. So read. Oh yeah. So read. Okay. So loaded floor. Loaded floor equals tdata.read. Equals tdata.read. Cool. And then, oops, that's way too indented. And then, in the thing where we use this data, when we start processing data, the floor we'll use is the loaded floor, the tweet we last processed. So there we go. Now, whenever I restart the script, it won't reprocess all the old tweets. Well, it'll do it one more time, just for old time's sake, just to set the loaded floor level. Oh, except that file doesn't exist. So yeah, so so actually, hold on a second. Let's copy this number and set that as the current version. So I put it in participation. Oh wait, I shouldn't put it in here because I just load in this entire folder. So yeah, whatever. I'll just put it here instead. So I'll just call it. Is there? I should make a folder for it. I guess. Sure, why not? New folder. Game data. New text document. Processed. I forget what I call it. Tweets. Paste this number for starters. Okay, and then so yeah, we changed our file path, but other than that, what we just did is hypothetically now valid for usage next time we run the script. All right, so game data processed tweets. I think I called it. I have a really short-term memory. Game data processed tweets. All right. Oh yeah, and then we have to fix that up in both places. There we go. Oh wait, no, not like that. No. I gotta switch IDs. I really just gotta switch IDs, like right now. Like, oh, okay. I think I actually have PyCharm installed. I could switch over to it. I could switch over to it at this very moment. All right. So what else is on the list of stuff to do? I think I know the answer to that question. Yeah. So actually process incoming tweet data in chronological order. That technically works now. Load and update participation data. So these, I think, I'm actually gonna call these done. Actually, I'll test the floor loading saving thing before I save that, or before I call that done. So linking accounts, I think, is the next thing, which is actually why I named the stream today "The Duality of man, or of human nature." So yeah, this is basically going to be another mode of right. So we have the so if tweet key in participation keys. Oh. Yeah. Actually, I guess we'll process this separately because hypothetically you could link your account um you could link your account in any of these things. Nah. No. That seems awkward. No, I guess that's fine. All right, so if all right, so we have to check the the text of the tweet because there's going to be the phrase uh we're going to search the tweet for the phrase like Twitch name or something like that because like the format is basically going to be like you tweet at TrustyBard to say like my Twitch name is so and so. Yeah. And then that'll be like half the linkage. Uh should TrustyBard reply though? Yeah, I guess he should. He should if so because when either half of the confirmation comes through. No, 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 no. Only when the Twitter half of the confirmation comes through should TrustyBard actually um this is going to be slightly awkward. When the Twitter half of the confirmation comes through. Yeah, cuz I can't if when the Twitch side of the confirmation comes through, if TrustyBard then tweeted at the person who so okay, hypothetical. A player's in Twitch and they say to TrustyBard in Twitch, my Twitter handle is, and they say their Twitter handle. I don't want to then have TrustyBard tweet at that Twitter handle because then trolls could like just make TrustyBard like tweet stupid things at random people on Twitter, and that would get annoying. So no, you have to. I guess there's no real way to tell that it's working on the Twitch side until you get the confirmation on the Twitter side. So that should be fine. Yeah, no, that should be fine. Uh, okay, so maybe I should search for like exact text because I don't know how no, I guess because I'm doing the verification thing where like you can't just do one half of the verification process. You actually have to do both steps. Because you actually have to do both steps, I don't think. Oh no. Yeah. Ugh. Because like, what if I mean, this is dumb, but like, hypothetically, someone oh. Sorry. Hypothetically, someone could like tell someone in Twitch chat like, "Hey, say this special phrase or whatever," and they could like try and convince someone to like link their account. And if the person doesn't know what they're saying, then hypothetically they could accidentally trigger one half of the. So this should be like something very precise. And then the other thing I was thinking is that like I should have it get filtered out by chat. I should have like I don't know. I mean like there are ways that you can make bots like automatically delete something. So I don't know. I don't even like I don't even like the idea of having this command in chat. But I don't know. I I'll see how I feel about it. Maybe it won't be that bad. Cuz it's not like you can like it's not like this is something you can spam. Like you only have so many Twitter accounts. So like uh maybe I'll make it like a permanent thing. So maybe like once you link huh. No, I can't. One really difficult thing about making multiplayer games is trolls. Like there are a lot of things that would be very much easier without trolls. But trolls are people. Some people are trolls. That's just how it is. Um, um, I can't make it permanent because that would make it worse if someone did like coerce or trick someone else into accidentally linking their account. Um, so I guess I'll just moderate. I'll just have to be prepared to moderate like someone like freaking out about the commands. Like I'll just moderate it like I would any other chat participation, which is if someone's clearly trying to abuse, if someone's clearly just trying to be disruptive, then their chat is not necessarily welcome. All right, yeah. So yeah, let's say so if tweet dot text. So if like whatever magical phrase. So if Twitch Twitch name in can you set it to the text on the stream side? It will send a verification code or something to verify your Twitter, that you can just go to your Twitter and get the number and then type in on the stream side. The thing that I'm trying to cut down as much as possible is using the stream. I want to use the stream as like bare minimum as possible. So I mean, I guess that would only be like one additional whatever. But like I don't even want the first one. So like adding in a second one, I'm really loath to do it. So I think it'll just be I think I'll go with the original plan. All you have to do is like Wonder Twins activate, and except hypothetically in this case you are both of the Wonder Twins, and so if someone tricks someone else into accidentally linking their their Twitch name, oh yeah, I'll probably have like an unlink command, because not just for the case that someone gets tricked into doing it, but in the case that someone just decides that they don't want their account linked anymore. Maybe I'll even like hard set it so that like you can only link an account like once a week or something. So that way people won't be inclined to like go ridiculous with this sort of thing. Maybe. I don't know. All right, so if Twitch name in tweet dot text dot lower. This isn't the full command itself. This is just to see if we need to process for the commands. Maybe I will use the full command here. Yeah, so my Twitch name is a necessary part of the command. And then if that's the case, we'll parse to see what the player's Twitch name is. And again, these are only tweets that are directed at Trusty Bard. So the only time this will happen is if the tweeter is tweeting at Trusty Bard. So if my Twitch name is blah blah. So how do we go about this? I guess like so the first right. So we're going to be. Oh yeah, no. There are a few things that we're going to do because there could be So there are a few cases that could be. Either this person is setting up a new link for the first time ever, or they already had a link and they're changing their link or trying to change their link. Actually, no, there's another case too. The third case is they already have a pending link because they already, through IRC, initiated this, and they're actually confirming their link. So the first thing that we have to check is so the name that they say they are, we check that person's link data. Whoever they say they are, we're not going to change that data because we haven't confirmed that it's them yet. But if we check that person, so the first thing we have to do is we have to get the name, right? So name, or so like Twitch name, Twitch name equals Twitch name equals. Oh, and that's the other thing is players will be Oh yeah, actually that's kind of weird, because players will be, huh? Okay. We have this tweet that just came in, so we can check. Wait a second. Oh no, this is weird because so players when they say no, this okay, no, this is fine. It's weird, but it's technically fine. When players say, like in Twitch chat, my Twitter handle is such and such, they're not going to be saying that numeric code which represents their Twitter name the way we keep track of that data. They're going to be saying their actual Twitter handle. So, but what we have to save is their Twitter handle, because that's what they can give us, and we're not going to look up the check immediately. What we're going to do is once all right. So that's weird, but fine. It's an inconsistency in like it seems like it feels like an inconsistency in how we're saving that data, but that's like necessarily how we have to save that data. All right, so Twitch name equals what? So like find tweet dot text dot lower lower dot find. Basically, we're gonna go to Actually, yeah. So we'll call this like link index equals. Yeah. Actually, wait. Yeah. So let's say so link index equals Twitter text lower find the phrase my Twitch name is. So I'm just trying to think of like the valid formats, and like the two obvious ones are like my Twitch name is Binri, and my Twitch name is Binri. Like these are the two obvious ones, I think. So like, but like there's all sorts of, I don't know. I could restrict it to just these two cases. That you either have to end it with a period or just not at all. Like, what if someone's super enthusiastic and they're like, my Twitch name is Binri? I don't know. I'll just do it. I'll just like I tend to just like interpret the text as long as like the text, like the valid text is included. So like, hey, my Twitch name is Binri, like that. I don't know. Maybe I don't have to do it that way, but I tend to. So, all right. So, yeah, we'll just find this text, I guess. Oh no, we can. No, wait, no. I'll do it. Okay, I'll do it similar to this, but slightly different. All right, so Twitch. So